Hello everyone, John Odom, drum set and percussion teacher here with Groove with Passion Drum Lessons. And today I'm going to go ahead and do a drum lesson for the worship song. The title is Blessed Be Your Name, okay? It was written by Matt and Beth Redman. I don't know if you guys may be familiar with Matt Redman. He's one of the top worship artists, very good, written some really amazing songs. So a few details about this song. First of all, if you go on ccli.com and if you have a login for that website, then you can go in and when you look at the music, it gives you an option to actually print up the lyrics with the chords. And on those sheets, oftentimes, it will have what is the tempo for the song along with the chords for the lyrics, but also has the tempo. The tempo for this song on the website is set at 116 beats per minute. Now, your worship team, your worship leader might want to adjust that slightly, but that seems to be a really good tempo for this song. So it's definitely not a slow song, it's definitely a more upbeat song. I'm going to go ahead and play this for just a moment with the metronome at 116 beats per minute, just so you can get an idea of how this is going to feel and where this tempo is, okay? And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now, when you start playing this song, it actually has a really, right on the intro, this is the version by Matt Redman, okay? It goes right, the drums come in right on the beginning. So the best way to do this, like when I play this song with my worship team, is actually use a tempo app, and I have my headphones, and I'm listening to it, and I'll give a 4-beat count off. 1, 2, 3, 4. That way everybody starts together. So that's really the most organized way because you to start, especially on the intro for a song, you want to make sure it's smooth. Everybody's got to start right on beat 1 so everyone's together. So let me go ahead and connect this to the laptop now. That is one of the variations, by the way, the groove variation. This version starts with a cross stick on the snare, okay? Because you want some dynamics. You definitely want some dynamics. So softer verses, going to the chorus, it has more energy. Now, if you're playing an electric drum set, and if your electric drum set doesn't have the option, if you're not able to play a cross stick, of course, then you'll need to play a snare drum hit, which is fine. But you definitely want to watch the tempo. And that variation I was playing, I'm leaving the kick out here. Let me show you. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. If you want to play that, that particular groove, you don't have to play all the bass drum notes. Of course, it's going to change somewhat when you go to the chorus, if you want it to. You can add more bass drum notes for more energy. So let me go ahead and get the song started. So it comes in. And the structure of the song, it goes verse 1, all right, then verse 2, then it has a pre-chorus. The pre-chorus is for every blessing you pour out, I'll turn back to praise. When the darkness closes in, Lord, still I will say. When you get to that last line of the pre-chorus, you need to do a crescendo. You want to build that up, build the energy, crash on beat 1, and then you're in the chorus. And then the chorus definitely has more energy and more volume. So let me go ahead and start demonstrating that. So this is starting, of course, beginning of the song, the intro going into verse 1. me explain a little something I was playing there on the verse. Verse 1, verse 2. This idea. Every now and then you can throw a hi-hat gliss in there. I'll show you where it fits nicely. So if you're playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 on the end of 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And it's open, close with your left foot. You're not going to leave it open. You just keep playing your eighth notes. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. You don't want to do it every measure, because if an embellishment and a sound effect like that, if we play it too much, then it loses its effect. It's better oftentimes if you're going to play a hi-hat gliss or sometimes a drag, some drag notes with your left hand on the snare, to do them, kind of let them go in and out. Don't overplay them, because then it's just too much. It just doesn't groove anymore. So this is going into the chorus, and I switch the ride cymbal, and then I switch my groove to blessed be your name, blessed be 1. I like to have my hi-hat on 2 and 4 with my snare drum. Okay, so a little more energy. You know, watch the volume of your ride cymbal. Some ride cymbals are really loud, and if we're not careful, the volume of the ride can actually kind of overpower the kick and snare, believe it or not. So definitely watch the distance that you're lifting your stick, especially if you're playing an acoustic kit. So this is going into the chorus. We built the energy up. It's going to get to the chorus, and they actually pause to go into verse 3. So again, it's going to depend on how your worship team wants to do it. If you guys want to do it similar to the way Matt Redmond does, that's fine. But again, there's always some variations. So let me back it up a little bit. And this is, I'm going to be going into the verse here. Okay, so this is back to the pre-chorus. Okay then. So the bridge is you give and take away, you give and take away. My heart will choose to say, Lord, blessed be your name. Obviously the bridge is up energy-wise. So it's a cool opportunity there. You definitely, I feel like you should do something different. You've already played on the hi-hat for the verses, right? So that's closed hi-hat, kind of quiet, keep the volume down, which is where it should be. Chorus up more, ride cymbal works nicely for that. The bridge is different than the rest of the song. Always remember that. Every song that has a bridge, not every song does, but the songs that do, the bridge is always going to be different than the verses and the chorus. That is a good opportunity for us to play something different. So in this particular case, I like going to sizzle hi-hat. How do you play a sizzle hi-hat? Well, You open your hi-hat slightly, just let the pressure off a little bit, let the top cymbal come up, but you want the two cymbals to still be touching, right? Of course, it's going to depend on how much you have your hi-hat open. This one's not open much right now. I can adjust it to open a little more. Okay? And then you're just going to raise it a little bit. And depending on how much pressure, like if I just barely let it up, and then as I slowly let it come up a little higher, increase the distance between the top and bottom cymbals. So it just depends on the sound you're looking for, but anytime you go from this to the simple hi-hat, you automatically increase your volume, you're automatically increasing the energy. So that's a nice way to do that. So let me back up a little bit here, see if I can get back to the bridge, and then there's a break at the bridge, and it goes back into the, I believe it goes back into the chorus from there, which is usually, that's the other thing. Structure of the music, after the bridge, you're going to go back to the chorus. You don't normally go back to one of the verses. That would be kind of a strange way to play a song. Okay, back to the chorus leading into the bridge. Nicely, playing eighth notes on the right cymbal and kick on the quarter notes, bass drum on quarter notes. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That's a cool idea because you're kind of building the volume, but you're still dynamically pretty quiet and not playing a busy groove yet. You're getting ready to go back into playing a more busier groove and back with more energy, okay? So I just wanted to kind of show you guys that, another idea. Let's keep going from here, okay? Last bridge, and that's kind of the standard way to end the song. Your worship leader may want to end on the chorus or something like that. It depends on, they did the bridge twice. But what I was doing there is, I'll play this part with the hi-hat closed so you can hear better, but it's you give and take away, and I'm playing a flat on between the snare and floor tom, just for more impact, more energy there. Because again, that's the last bridge. If that's the last part of the song you're going to play, that's got to have a lot of energy, because that's the last thing your congregation, last thing they're going to hear. So you definitely want to have some energy there. So it's like this. cymbal swell there. You might even want to do a cymbal roll. if you want to end it kind of quietly. Again, it depends on what your worship leader wants to do. But it's definitely a great song, fun worship song to play. Got a great message to it. So currently, I am still enrolling new students for drum set percussion lessons. Currently, I am teaching at Orlando Fine Arts Academy. We are a music and art school, which is in Lake Nona on Narcoossee Road in South Orlando. So we've got some really great programs there for both children and adults also. I also am teaching with Lessons in Your Home. So we teach lessons in the home with students, and then we also teach virtually, okay? We can teach online lessons. I actually teach online lessons from here, not only with Lessons in Your Home, but also I teach online lessons privately. And then I do go to students' homes in the Orlando area, if that's your preference, privately also. And so if you're looking for an opportunity to play the drums, if you want to learn to play whatever kind of music, if you want to learn to play in a band, if you want to learn to play in church, whatever the case may be, if you want to just play for fun. I am currently enrolling new students. The contact information will be on the video. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a blessed day. Take care.